Welcome back. I think this has to be episode 10 of Campaign 18. Can it be? I think it is. Anyways, we have been back on the Union, I think, for an episode now. We started Union, did some CSA because we were doing a little too well. And yeah, we're back. So I believe everyone should now have correctly named divisions and regiments and all that other stuff. If you want links to any of the mods or anything like that, I am trying to put it in the description of every episode, particularly early on here. But if you want to play those, there they are. If you want to also follow along with the regiment naming conventions, I'll include a link to that Google Sheet. You can download it, make it your own, and go from there. All right, so we can get Sheridan's division, at least to have a flag. Sure, yeah, we'll give you that one. I think part of the plan earlier is that both Hazen and Sheridan, I think, yeah, they're part of Wool's 5th Corps, and I was trying to get them to concentrate on Winchester. I don't know. Maybe we just concentrate the divisions we have here against what looks like maybe one or two from the CSA, and we may just have to fight our way across northern Virginia here. But I'm okay doing that. No, oh, that's right, the movement's too low. But he might be brought in by Grant, Keyes, Gibbon, and Steele. Alright, one of those is moving. Where is this? Alright. That's here. So look, I'm gonna fight this one. First of all, get into a battle and we get an episode. It's hard to say no. Or we get a episode started and we get a battle. It's hard to say no. The other is to just see how good the battle AI is. I think it's actually pretty good, having gotten rid of just about all of its nerfs, or just about all of its buffs that are in the vanilla game. It's pretty much the same men that I have without bonuses, and here the numbers are virtually the same. And I think in these situations, the AI has a very good chance to potentially win one, or at least it'll cost us if we're going to win. It's probably not my optimal move. This is more of a test. I think we had friendlies that we could have fallen back to in Kentucky. I think Fry got a little out ahead of himself. But there's also no reason that he had to press the attack. So that's a 2-pointer, a 5-pointer, and a 5-pointer. So holding any 2 points. Okay, McClellan's over here. We can move him up the road. Okay. HQ, go away. And it doesn't really matter. If we can't move McClellan, it doesn't matter. We'll just bring him around later. We have 5 engineering points. I guess we just put them like this. Not too sure what else to do here. Connect that with that in case we need to. Okay. We'll send Carr up here to scout. I think we're going to move everybody else up towards the hill. I think that holding these trees in this high ground here is the way to do it. We have a road that should take us right back to our 2-pointer. We can scout with the Cav, which is going to move up to whatever this was. Was this Sweetwater or something like that? Well, we're not going to find out here. Let's just go ahead and play. And yeah, I should have detached Carr before, but let's give him a movement order and get him settled in. Detach him there. Get the infantry to start moving up here. Maybe put you up there. Put Hunt's artillery. Not too sure, actually. Put it up here for now. And then just skirt Baird back here. in case Beard has to be the first in. We don't want to get caught. Use high ground. Well, okay, we don't want to be like that. But we do want scouts. But that'll be the general idea. Try to hold victory points. Hold ground that gives us some cover. And so the forests or the breastworks, I think, are going to give us around a 20% cover advantage. And so if we're just shooting people that have to come up through an open field, that should be good enough. And again, we're kind of holding the ground. We should be well rested. They should not be, and all that other stuff. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that. Okay, Swiftwater, not whatever I said. All right, so you're up here. Now, where is the AI coming in? Over here, up here. Okay, McClellan. I mean, for role-playing purposes, I guess you can get back here. So coming out on this road, I would find it so hard to believe that they would fight up this way. I mean, the one advantage, I guess, of going up this way is that potentially they could even out the ground. Yeah, it's something we should check into. But I'm going to send Carr up here. You know, we should probably move Carrington over there. Hunt, we're just going to have hold until we find out more. Put this down. Move it up to 20x. And see what we see here. I mean, probably the easiest way, I would think, take the 5-pointer, take the 2-pointer. Don't worry about, other things. But because that's what I think would make sense, it's probable that the AI will end up coming up over here. Okay, Kearney should move up. All right. So, what you ought to do in that case is move back here. Hunt. Guess can move the artillery up here. Is it worth trying to? Yeah, I think it is. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to come out like that. Let's see. This is no. We want the brigade command here. Okay, we're not getting it. My goodness, man. All right, so it's Baird's brigade. We'll move it up off the road. Move back there, and then move Carrington up to the tree line here. Kearney should move up like this. McClellan can now be moved. Guess right here is fine. Right, yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Some are continuing up this path. Yeah, coming up this path and then coming up the field isn't too much of a concern. We can always fall back into the woods. Oh no. That's the courier. Ooh, I don't think he's going to get there in time. Here, what you can do while you're waiting for that is recall your scouts. You're going to have to. Where did that courier go? Oh, there he is. He's almost got the word. All right, and they're off. Okay, Hunt. What kind of views you got here? It's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's actually pretty good for most things. Maybe we'll shift it a little bit. I don't know what kind of guns he has. Oh, actually, I should know. As long as they got there in time, I tried to go through, and I think I succeeded in almost every battery, dividing up the guns between smoothbore, basically Napoleons, and then either 3-inch ordnance or 12-pound Parrots. I think I replaced all or most of the 20-pound Parrots. Did I say 12-pound Parrots? I meant 10-pound Parrots. But anyways. And I think over here, eventually what Pennington Jr. can do is just get on that fence, get dismounted, loose formation, hang on. He should have some support from Hunt's artillery. Right? All right. We will see. I doubt that screen of trees would mess with it, but you never know in this game. Who is this? All right, this is Absalom Baird. He even might have been moved too far. The idea is that if we get pressed down this road and we get enough brigades over, we could either use the forest or the creek as defense, but yeah, this is probably the wrong move. That's a better move. Okay, you all should get up there. Move. All cover. All right, now we know. And I guess one way to deal with this is to just move everybody faster. All right, so that is that. Okay, Carrington's going to his spot, and we will see how they... For when the shooting starts, we know how that goes.
Let the rebels come. We'll give them canister.
We're getting a little fatigued here. These guys are probably going to be the worst, though. Moved a lot through the woods already. Pennington Jr. All right, he's in contact with the fence, so and that should be in advantage. Otherwise, let's just speed things up here. It's 9 a.m., so I don't think we're going to be able to rest on nightfall hitting anytime soon. Okay. They appear to want to make a push for the road, which is fine. So, yeah, not Kearney's division. That's not the one we want to worry about. We want to move Cox's brigade. So for right now, we're going to move them closer to the road and behind the stream. The creek, whatever. Cox's brigade can move over and support. I think Carrington needs to move up and over in front of the artillery to see if anything's going on out here. So it puts all them there. Somewhere Kearney exists. There he is. Let's get him. So we're going to be more over here. I'm a little concerned. So the orchard doesn't give you forest cover. It's one of those weird things. We could get the fence, but if they hit us end on, then the fence doesn't really do us any good. And I think with these guys... Huh. We'll see if this is a good move. It certainly delays us. But it may be at the cost of, they lost Stewart, and they're halfway through their lost resilience. Jr. over here. Okay, Pennington is certainly getting the better of that exchange so far. Alright, we want Baird to continue side shuffle. Maybe we'll put them just in front of the creek. So this force will give them cover, but the trees won't, but the fence would. Just kind of depends on how they end up coming on here. They appear up over here. But the AI is doing the right thing with Cav. I mean, people complain that Cav never scouted before, and for a long time that was true. But Cav is definitely leading the way, and I think, you know, the AI makes some reasonable enough calls with what to do with them. Artillery has decided to shift focus down here. Makes sense. I mean, there are some targets you can see creeping through there. 8th Alabama, 4th Kentucky. But over here, I think the 2nd Georgia wishes it had that fence the 1st Iowa has. I think 1st Iowa... no, they really didn't have that much of a numbers start on them. So that doesn't explain it. Okay. Almost 3 of the brigades are where I wanted them. Alright. Now it's a question of what do we do with Alexander? Alright, now it kind of looks like... I can't tell if the AI is pivoting for an attack up this hill or what. So you know what? We're going to hold here. Hold here. I think... Yeah, we got to let them finish marching just to get out of the way of the artillery. And then we can have them hold. Alright, they're broken, but they may well come back. Huh. Are we almost? We're almost in position here. Who is... Not sure what happened. Oh, they're just routing? Alright. That was odd. 5-second fuse. Alright, let's straighten out Baird's brigade. I'm going to move it up here. Cox's brigade. Why don't we move that up here? So they should be close enough to support one another. At least, each brigade should have the support of another. Kearney can move a bit up and over. Artillery is really the only ones that suffer here. And yeah, I hope they didn't send anybody around on our right, but apparently that's not what's happened. You know, we're going to move Kearney more left for now, just in case I need to pull back. I don't want to lose Pennington, having done a good job so far. How much longer, Sarge? Yeah. What kind of shape are we in? Mostly okay. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the case with this group. Well, that's too bad that they're exhausted. That puts nerfs on them. I would say just get there. Alright, ball's in their court. Because we got all 13 victory points rolling for us. It still looks like their best attack is going to be against Swiftwater. And if they do, the plan is to just, I think, fall back with Baird. Probably rotate over with, what is this, Cox? I don't know that we'll be able to get both. Maybe one in the trees, one in the, that's probably a bit too much to expect. And then just have Carrington basically take the place of Cox and then try to kind of get an L going on him. Yeah, and they seem to be shifting further left. Carrington lay down, or Pennington lay down. Move things up a bit. Check on our... Okay, they shouldn't be idle. They should be able to see something. And most of those batteries can. Alright, so whatever. We'll move the 1st Ohio up and see what it can see. Oh boy. Well, that's too bad. Alright. So we're going to move over here. This was the plan. Cox. I think we're going to have fallback here. And then we're going to have Carrington continue to push over here. All right. I have no idea why that will not give us the fallback option. Well, they may just end up routing. None of you have targets over there? Alright, then we're going to bring that whole battery over there. Yeah, this makes no sense, but it's just something Cav did. I think this got worse after Whiskey and Lemons. I mean, there were some other graphical glitches that we saw with Cav when they move and they kind of shake and stutter. Yeah, whatever, they're broke, but doesn't feel like it should have happened. Alright, all of you now. Okay, you're not actually engaged, so I don't know what you're thinking. We'll move you to short range. We'll throw out some skirmishers. Yep, and now that we routed, we're going to mount our horses and stand there. I think for some reason usually not take casualties. I see some stuff moving off in the distance, and I know that their artillery's been ordered up there, but holy moly, dude. How are these guys moving that quickly? Yeah, I feel like we're just going to get run into the ground chasing these guys back and forth, and apparently they do not have the fatigue we do. Alright, you all need to stop. Just everybody stop moving here. Yes, fun, fun. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Here. This is the shortcut cheat, because that's what we got to do. Shortcut cheats. Who's still moving here? Stop moving. Start shooting. There's Kearney. Get Kearney over here. Alright, let's see if we can throw some skirmishers out and catch their attention. Not sure we will, but let's try. Or at least pick on their artillery, which seems to have gone out ahead of them. I'm not trying to move you, I'm just trying to swing. Okay, we'll throw some skirmers out from you, and from you. You know what? If that brigade wants to go up there, just let them. We'll try to concentrate against what's down here. It's not worth it for a victory point. Alright, let's send them up against that artillery and send them up against that one. Stuart, okay, that was their cab, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how we're exhausted, but they're not. I know that they used roads and they were in some rough terrain, but I feel like there's been, maybe there hasn't been enough downtime. Yep, and all these guys are just dog. These guys actually seem pretty good. We'll let these guys rest. I think I'll send these 2 brigades in. And, are you all this bad? Yeah, you are. So you know what? We're just gonna ignore you, I think. Could knock that battery out. I'm trying to knock that battery out. I don't look like we're having any success doing it though. Moving at the double. Well, we're moving at the double now. Guess we'll turn this down a bit. In case any of that was too loud. Good news for us is that all those troops should now be getting as tired as we were before, so they'll get their victory points. Or a victory point, but we'll try to make sure it costs them. You're not, okay, you're ready to go. You're almost, okay. Alright, you all think you're engaged, but you're not. It's okay. Okay, we'll toss some skirmishers out. What is up with this regiment here? Why can I not click on it? I don't know. Okay. Wow, they're gonna send all their infantry up there. Huh. Means they still have to come down here, and they have to get either the Mason Hill Road or Swiftwater, and so then this road becomes the main axis, and Mason Hill Road is probably the easier route for them to take. So what may end up happening is these guys get rested, and we may have to send them over to deal with that road. Alright, pushing up behind this screen of skirmishers here. think they're going to need a bit longer. Alright, that battery, first Georgia battery is almost done. Second native battery is taking a beating now. Seems like it just seems like a lot to sacrifice. But you know, what were the alternatives for them? I guess attacking down this road. We had a pretty good position, but all right, they're about to run. And you can see what those woods must be doing. All right, so they're finally up to Mason Hill and finally kind of uncapping it, but that's a process there. All right, we're to send all these guys up, these skirmishers, to engage this battery, whatever this is. 2nd Tennessee. Skirmish them guys down. And that should be the end of their artillery. I think, frankly, we can probably just turn a lot of these guns over. Okay, we'll send them up there. These guys are the freshest. Alright, since we're not gonna catch them. Why don't we move Baird over here? Give Carrington's boys a longer rest. Trying to get this one group here. There we go. Take pot shots in that direction. Yeah, it's a lot of skirmishers. Alright, quite a bit of improvement here. How are these guys? Alright, they're still not that great. I think we just got to get them on the road and then push them up over here. Kind of leave our artillery where it is. Alright, we'll move our skirmishers this way. I could seize their guns. I don't know if it's going to come to that. I think if they stick to the road, they're going to be able to get by any sort of stream. So the woods gives us cover. Otherwise, we just fight them straight up with our artillery, but they don't have theirs. I don't know, maybe that's a reason to take their artillery. Just so they can't get it back. Doesn't look like it's giving me the option to. Tie a ring. Yeah, give them a little bit longer. Start moving Kearney over towards where the action's going to be. Man, those guys they really were wiped. Alright, bring Robinson over here. I think this kind of, I don't know, we'll zoom out. Oh, no, it doesn't look like the marshland. Looks like actually like a little bit of forest cover here. I thought maybe that this was swamp because it's so close to the stream, but it isn't. Okay, let's put these skirmishers over here. And move Carrington. Should almost be good enough. And then move Baird over here. Yeah, we want to be far enough away that they can't engage us from the trees. Wow, they still haven't decapped Mason Hill? I don't know what the problem is there. There's Cav over here. It's my Cav as well. That's right, I haven't done anything with them. You can bring them over. Here, since you guys don't have anything to shoot at, you might want to turn towards that cavalry that's coming in. And some of these skirms actually might want to hang out here. You're also a skirmisher. That should be enough to buffer them off for now. Alright, that's good enough. Send these guys back here. You heard him. Okay, maybe right in front of the guns isn't the best, but don't blame me for the things I do. All right. So while they're having capping problems, which I don't know what they are, I think that forest really just tired them out. They seem close enough. I guess they're trying to adopt like a defensive stance in the hopes that I come in and attack them. I'm going to be sorely disappointed here. Are they realizing that? Okay. Their cav is coming from my artillery, as expected. Okay, where is my cav here? Yeah, see if you can go engage with these guys. I can't imagine that... Yeah, they look like they're about... Here, I'll do them a favor and get them loose. But I think that this is not really a fight that they tend to win. Yeah, there they go. May have cost me one group of skirmishers, but so be it. Okay. Move them there and move them there. Sorry, Cav. Now we'll just check on these two brigades, which is really, that's what we're going to lean on. The artillery might be able to pepper. But we'll see what the AI does here. They are playing it unusually passive. Is this them coming back? What on earth? That is absolutely them coming back. Oh, the joys of the AI always knowing where you are. Here, move you over there. Okay, we're going to move you behind the artillery and over here. And we're going to move you next to the artillery, but over here. Yeah, no, we don't really, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped him. Maybe just let him keep going and then come up on the right. But because if we bring him back on the, yeah, there's probably no way that they. Well, we'll have to wait till they stop and then order a new movement there. All right. Yeah, I think they're just going to have to become the new right flank. No, not like that, but like that. Whatever. Alright, let's move this brigade up. It's getting too close to the artillery. The artillery can do some plank. We just got to keep it alive. Ooh, the 4th Texas. Alright, so everybody wants to come in and get a piece of the 1st Iowa. Who, because they're out of ammo, they're pretty much done anyways. But I guess no one knows that. If I could keep them on the battlefield, it's great for the morale buffer. Alright, we'll get the front regiment to lay down. Not sure that they will make it back, but there they go. They managed to get themselves tired again. Jeez. Maltby. I'd be lying if I said I knew who that was. It makes sense though. Although I think the 4th Texas might be shooting into Maltby. Frankly, this is just a better shot for you guys. You might as well take it, 6th Indiana. You're going to take flanking fire either way. Wow. 4th Texas got absolutely obliterated. Though so did the 6th Indiana. Wow. I think they had... I wonder if they had me. Because I think they have all 3... I assume they have 3 infantry brigades. That looks like it opened up some more lanes for the 11th Indiana to shoot. There, we'll just spin the 16th Pennsylvania. 7th Alabama, 4th Kentucky are doing a rear guard. 8th Alabama has actually done a solid job. I mean, they fought off Pennington's cav. You know what? Let's not do that. We don't need them routing. Put Keenly over there. Is there fighting on my right? Alright. I guess I was punked. Alright, but pressure was too much for the 7th Alabama. Alright, the 11th Indiana needs some help, yeah. Gotta try to bring the 16th up here. Here. Need to deal with that flank. Okay, let's make sure that they're squared up. Alright, so the 9th Illinois is going to try to bloody the 8th. I don't know if that's working. It's quite the battlefield. This is a heck of a rearguard stand as well. At this point, just stand up. You'll get more range, be more accurate. Alright, nicely done, 9th Illinois, forcing the 8th Alabama back. th Pennsylvania, I'm still not sure what I have you doing. But let's bring all the muzzles to bear if we can. Alright, that was very good. Maybe with that, we can now get the 11th moving up. And maybe there's... only a little time left, so we might be able to commit the cav without having it break. Uh-oh. First New Hampshire broke, so you know what? We might actually have to 2v1 the 3rd Arkansas. It's one of the downsides of chasing these retreating units is that they can basically kite you. That's them breaking. All right. And they knocked out Johnston, who I think felt like he might have done quite a bit to cause the 8th Alabama to do so well. All right. Chasing them into the woods at this point just feels bad. It feels like we're going to take unnecessary casualties. We can pick on these groups out in the field, but beyond that, I would fall back and let the long arm deal with the folks in the trees. Are they in range for the 16th New York? I guess so. But that probably means that we're also in range of them. 21st Pennsylvania got chewed up. Yeah. Let's not salvage defeat from a victory here. Alright, that should do it. Oh boy, it's a good thing we didn't need them. Like, you can see there are a number of brigades in there that are now cracking, but that's because of other things. I think we just had the better map placement. Right, if the roles were reversed, I doubt I would have done much better than the AI. I don't know. I'm trying to think, if I was in the AI's position, what do I do? I would probably have attacked the lower road. The way the AI I thought initially was. Or attack the high road by coming up that circuitous route I mentioned at the beginning. That way, it's kind of like you're fighting up level ground if you can come up undetected. The CSA had 2 cav regiments. I only had 1. They should have been able to push back my screening force, so I wouldn't know where they were going. Man, that battle took almost an hour for relatively small numbers engaged, right? That was less than 10,000 on each side, but it was a lot of maneuver. So yeah, I think if I had gone the low road route, I probably would have tried to push through the fence into the woods and then just fought 50-50 at close range and hoped that maybe the AI, like I ended up doing, lost one of its brigades and maybe could make things up that way. I know it's not a good plan, but it's the one I would have. I think their position was tough. Okay, Keys is moving up. That's fine. Is there anything I need to take? Market reform. No, I think we've pretty much cleaned all of that up in the previous episode. On policy. Yeah, I think I started the Enrollment Act now. Even as... Did I go to Revenue Act 2? Or was that them? I don't recall. Excuse me. But you see, both sides are losing support. We're making some sacrifices to get basically better economy or more troops or other things. The morale of their armies is dropped quite a bit. Alright, if Wood is here and he has 2 of his... Wait. Yeah, oh. What is going on here? So this should be an easy win. I would think. I mean, yeah, Sheridan's division you don't really know about. Because their morale's a bit cracked coming in, but it might have just been 1 regiment or battery, or it might have been 80% of the forces. I don't know. But it looks like we should have just about everybody here much sooner than them. One thing I've had to stop doing is necessarily getting artillery guys in charge of artillery and cav in front of cav, because the AI makes a bunch of changes when I switch sides, and I don't want to take the support hits from states by firing the politically appointed officers. I guess one of the other things I could do is I'd be completely willing to nerf down, if not away, that whole politically appointed thing, because it's something I can't control, right? I can't control what the AI does, so that's rough. Wow, this is a very limited entry area. All right, I caught that cough. 15, and then all this stuff out here is 6. So it doesn't matter. You need to control either 16. Yeah, you basically need to control Sudley Springs and the unfinished railroad, or Grovetown. So what I'll do... Nope, they're going to stay there. You know what? They're going to stay there. It's 11:15, so I suspect that we're probably not going to get into combat today. Movement. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, give me this. So Hazen's division is here. But I think we're going to try to get across and see what we can do. Maybe attack up this way. We've done it in a previous battle. So who the heck is up here? No, we don't want that. Steele's division. I mean, sure, we'll put them over here. And if that's Steele, then Keys should be sent, I don't know, maybe around here. Keep our options open. Missing anyone else? Gibbon arrives. That's fine. But I think we'll crash into here, and then if that forces them to kind of shrink up and pull back, then we'll just send Cav out to capture the easy victory points. Just to stop the lead, but it doesn't really matter. It's 50-50 right now. We're going to move it up to 20x because, you know, why not? All right, so we should be capturing it lossless. Seemed like for a moment we lost it, but I can't really tell if we've lost it, which I don't think has happened, or part of it's just not being captured by... Oh, Sheridan is here. I don't think I moved him earlier. Move him here as well. Gibbon's troops actually here. They are. See, I don't really think I'm going to go up here. I feel like I'm just going to have to end up bringing them back elsewhere, but let's see. Okay, let's get this out of here. Let's declutter a bit. I don't think we really need to watch that. We know what we have to do. I think Reno is, yeah, he's part of Hazen. Hazen's in the lead there. Keys' division. Let's get you guys across. You actually made really good time, so push you across. Push Hazen. Maybe up like that. Have Sheridan tuck himself up here. Yeah, it's going to get crowded down there. Or crowded up there if we put everybody up there. So, yeah, it looks like they have a big old force up here. That's, well, who knows? Right, that's, could be a giant brigade. Okay, Steele's up here. So why don't we send him up to just in front of Matthews Hill. Gibbon, why don't we draw you... Yeah, why don't we do that? Try to consolidate ourselves a bit. If not everybody can fire, that's fine. We can just support one another. Alright, so Hazen's up here. I don't see any coverage of Groveton. So we'll push him up. And Sheridan, we're just going to order to move maybe through Hazen. Because Hazen's going to pause. And alright. So now we need to start thinking about moving up here. And doing not that. Not that. Move Foster up there. Scammon up here. Heyman's Brigade. I don't remember what they do. I don't think that's artillery. Yeah, Hayes is artillery. Alright, I think they now realize what's up. End of day. So this is going to be weird. Johnston arrived. So we... Oh, so we can just redeploy up in their stuff. We get 24 engineering points? Alright, looks like intelligence is telling us they're over there. If that's the case, I think we just drop some infantry here. We drop some infantry here. Hayes' artillery. Yeah, when it comes to this, I'm not sure. Maybe down here in this field. Do the best you can. It looks like it should be great for artillery, but they're so wooded. So anyways, that's steel. No idea where his cav. His cav can stay over here. Detached. Same with Dow, I think. They can just hold this poplar far forward. Same with you. Alright. And then we'll bring this Abercrombie. Logan. We'll have Wilcox's battery. Get in there and join them. Williams' brigade can back up Scammon, and then Gibbon can mostly hang out. Come on. What? You don't want to hang out over there? Alright. Doesn't want to hang out over there. That's fine. I guess this is what we do. Not sure what Hazen should do. I don't know if we need to worry about an entry over here. Maybe. And then Sheridan. I guess for the time being, we can try to back up Hazen if he needs it. There, that's fine. Will Grant move up? I know I have engineering points, but I feel like there's enough going on here, and we've wasted enough time. We'll go out and scout this. And We will see what they do. So we should go from attack to defend here. You heard him. Oh boy. I guess we were on 2x. I guess I have no idea if that matters, but all right, we'll put you at, we'll put some skirms out. Pretty typical stuff for me, at least. I can't imagine that these guys are hitting anything. So we're just gonna bring McDowell, maybe set him up over here and look for some shots on the side. We will preemptively detach Tidball and Reno and just see where they gotta go. But for right now, I think that this is the fight. Yeah, I mean, they have themselves entrenched. But oh my goodness. Again, the occasional chatter is great, but yeah, you got to kind of wonder about building the breastworks when there's already a fence in this. But at least, you know, they use the engineering points. It's fine. Huh. What are we doing here? They're going to try to withdraw and then come back around. Yeah. Okay. So Keyes can move his division there. We're still waiting to see how this turned out, but I don't think there were any other CSA entry points. Yeah, so, oh, no, some of them did come up this way. That's fine. So maybe what we do is we move Tidball. This is a fairly strong artillery position. We can move him up there so he can at least do something. Reno can go on the next hill, which I think is right here. We'll keep moving the one division there. The rest of Sheridan, not too sure about. Let's let Keyes get out of here. This is probably just going to be... We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go. I have an idea, but I don't know. I mean, this is the chore they have. And man, this game looks good. Yeah. That's just rough, man. Potential weak spot is that we don't have a brigade over here. If they do work themselves in. But let's... Actually, we can move Abercrombie. Abercrombie's just generally solid. Let's move him over here, get some fences and other things as cover. And we'll just see how this goes. Alright. Emery has captured that. That's fine. I may move him over here. Take a look at that forward. Averill. He should just scout at this point. He's too beat up to do anything else. You should not be doing cold steel. But yeah, you can watch that forward and wait for everybody else to get in position, but This just feels like an attack that's probably going to go nowhere. Are they sending more in? No, they're getting out of there. All right. So what we do, right, so Sheridan's artillery is moved. That's to be expected. I think we put Sheridan over here, looking at a number of fords and bridges down here. And once that's done, I think Hazen comes up on Problem with Matthews Hill is that you're here, but it's just kind of messy to move everybody around. But I think, you know, if they can flex a brigade here or there, and maybe they just come over and they back up Sheridan, or they move down to Henry Hill. Problem is that if they're all down here and there's just a big concerted push here, there's not too much we can do. Yeah, Martindale, I think it's the same story. I think you just got to go down here and scout. Alright, we'll speed this up a little bit since they're now on the clock, and this is, it's more than a demonstration because they're actually engaging, but it doesn't seem too serious. Excuse me. What I'm thinking is, because it's not that serious, is that we actually push up and try to make quick work of this rather than allowing ourselves to get tied down. So we will try that. Although, yeah. We're going to get all of our skirmishers back so that they're not keeping the main line regiments from firing. Oh. Dow, I don't really want you getting smoked. I mean, you're there to take up space, I guess. Maybe we turn these batteries in anticipation. Well, weather well advised, I'm going to do it. Yeah, and without them having any forces in these fences, we can do that. Or we can do what we're doing right now. Reminds me a lot of the church on the Harper's Ferry map, War of Rights. The rest of the area doesn't, but just the fact that there's a church and kind of a steep decline. The 12th Pennsylvania has 184 troops. Yeah, we should keep them out of combat, I think. Alright. We may send a brigade to take Sudley Springs. I don't know about doing any more than that. Alrighty. So, dudes, you gotta fall back. Yeah, you had a... I don't know what you're doing, but... actually, you know what? We could probably use you here. Yeah. Oh no, you didn't keep your... You weren't facing them? Is that what happens when you click retreat? Alright, so you've all moved. Hazen, it's time for you to move. I don't know. I think we put him up on Henry Hill for now. We can move him later, but... No, they broke, but with only 33 casualties, so... They should be back to fight another day. Yeah, it's too bad our best laid plans over here. We got jammed up on the roads. Alright, they all are done. Alright, we're gonna order them forward. Abercrombie, I appreciate it, but I think you're done here. Thankfully, right? What? Do they have a mind of their own, or do I? Alright, let's spin them and get them shooting. Okay, 3rd New York Cav. Okay, we'll move this artillery, I guess, back to here. Yeah, they might have shots over top of friendlies. Okay, everybody's well rested. I guess it's just taking a while to get there. Alright. We're going to take Sudley Springs just because. Okay, Abercrombie's getting his order. Logan's brigade, I think, could move back here. Williams brigade, I don't know too much about, but maybe we have them backfill or kind of back up the artillery here. Okay, Hunter's brigade. Try if we see if we can do medium range and skirmishers. All right, we got some out. This is the problem. Unfortunately, they're going to get up a little ways, and they're going to be able to open up a front. I think the 17th North Carolina and 16th North Carolina have absolutely the wrong idea. Having gotten over, they should themselves in the line and then press. I guess they could turn against my artillery. First Delaware, CS. Yeah, like they're in good shape. It's just, I think we have the inside track, and it's going to be tough to overcome. Okay. You all have skirmishers out. All right, bring them in. I don't know. We may hold them. I think Heyman's brigade can probably just move over here. Interested to see if the AI decides to change its mind on this one. See if they try to either go back to Sudley Springs or come further around. Not hoping for any of that. I'm just wondering if they will. Vandeveer's brigade. I don't know where they're supposed to be. Not sure they do either. Maybe I help you all. You should be in a line, otherwise you're just fighting as a blob. It's going to make you terribly inefficient. Alright, some of the guns up here are now finding targets. Alright, they're kicking out skirmishers, which is better. But I don't know, man. Alright, the 19th is going to push up. But they're... yeah. Now, it looks like some of these units, so we know where they're planning on going, but we already had people there ready to deal with it. We got a lot of cav down here. I feel like this artillery's got to be having a field day. Who? What? I guess we have not done nearly as well as I thought. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm gonna bring Foster back up this hill. I'm gonna try to continue consolidating. Vanderveer, I don't know what you're doing, man. Nah, I guess don't do that. Who are you with? Sheridan? Alright, then you should be over there. Yeah, it looks like some of them are going for the stone bridge. You can kind of see the model out there. Good luck. And if they go on a wider flank than that, they're just, it's too far. We have interior lines and alright, so that was bad on my part. I don't know why I did that, but see the movement over here, but I think eventually Sheridan, wow, Sheridan and Hazen should be showing up over here. That is just, that's rough. All right. Move that brigade up. We'll move, nope, not that brigade. Okay, we'll move them up. And we're gonna move these guys up. Oh. Okay. That makes more sense. We'll move those 3 brigades up, see how we do. Alright, so looks like Hazen and Sheridan are sort of getting into position. But yeah, this is just no man's land. I don't think with even numbers that this would work. Recall the skirmishers just so they're not obstructing our fire and our units are kind of at full strength. don't think I moved Heinzelman up. You could probably slot him in right here. All right, so they're broken. That's why they look blocked. Well, they are blocked. It's because they're broken. All right, 12th North Carolina is going to try a terrible crossing there. If there's anything further to our right, well, I guess 3rd Kentucky Cavalry will discover it. Honestly, we could probably start moving this cav down because it looks like some of the infantry's here. What is this group? Buell's Brigade? Alright, we'll move them up. And we'll just move the cav down. Alright. I would think that it's not even this close. Whoa. Yeah. On second thought, we might actually need you here. Uh-oh. That was almost a crash. I don't think it's actually Heinzelman's brigade. Vanderveer? Oh, that's too bad. So... move them up there, move them up there. All right. Second Colorado Battery must be having a field day. They got Napoleons. Let's get through those trees. That is a pretty sick shot. That was an awesome shot right there. All right. All right, so they're going to push up there. Williams Brigade is going to push up and hug it. I think that's Bull Run, actually. I think we'll just have them hug that. I'm going to have you go down and hug that. We're actually going to have... Who is this? No. Hunter's Brigade. I think we're going to have you guys back up. I'm certain we have enough troops here to deal with this, but... we can afford to be extra sure. Yeah. This kind of feels like a CSA Vicksburg. Or Vicksburg. Fredericksburg. Excuse me. anything else going on weird? Not really. No idea why Amory's still broken, but... Okay. This guy should be clear to push up. As far as this battery, I don't know. If they have stuff to shoot at, then yeah, just let them shoot. Alright, so I guess they broke pretty quickly after the tide started to turn. Yeah, we're going to push up and see if they'll do... See if they'll give us a bit of a rear guard action. I don't... It doesn't look like they will because they have Bull Run to kind of buffer their movement. And yeah, it's only 20 ticks on the retreat clock there. But we'll see. Might be able to knock another regiment or two out. Foster's here. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with that. I guess everybody over here is shooting them up. That's fine. We can also use their stuff, just like they can use ours when we drop it. Yeah, so they got out of here fine. And I think it's just the one battery there. And it was mostly done anyways. Alright, that is going to do it for this episode. This one, yeah, went a bit long, but that first battle really got me. So actually, well, we always got to see what the papers say, but yeah, 3-1 actually would be a smaller scale, but I don't know, I don't have the Fredericksburg casualties on my hands, but I think 3-1 is actually slightly better than what the Confederates did at Fredericksburg. All right, what do we learn? Colonel Dow loses face. So our casualties are 78 killed. That's a lot of, excuse me, missing and wounded for the number, for the number killed. It's a lot of missing and wounded. My goodness, what a cough. Oh, 580 missing and the rest wounded. All right. I don't know how many of the missing you get back, but yeah, for them it's 600 killed, so it's about 1,600 for sure out of the war for them. For us, I guess it depends on the missing, but it feels like maybe a couple hundred. So a very good ratio, but again, pretty much a dent. But because the numbers in this campaign just have been small, like at this point, I'm pretty sure in the last campaign we had probably twice the number of men fielded. So I haven't really been able to unlock why. Well, army upkeep is pretty not too bad right now. So, all right, and that at least opens the, yeah, but see this thing, Hazen and Sheridan, which actually didn't take, I don't think they took terrible casualties there. They've been knocked down into the orange, and so, yeah, and it's actually true of much of Grant. Actually, it looks like just about all of Grant's corps, except for disaster at Lebanon. What? Yikes. Was that was just the HQ? Well, that's something we got to deal with. Hooker's division is back here. It's not a division. What are we talking about here? All right, we got to get you back. Davidson. If that really is 7,000 men, look, we're going to fall back. We're going to burn this. Let's see. This is Hayes's division. Okay, so we're now, yeah, we're going to bring you to St. Louis because we actually do need those troops. As long as they're down, like, here, that's fine. But if they're pushing beyond that, we got to do something here. All right, but for another episode, and we do have over in Massachusetts, no, Connecticut, one of those, yeah. We have a new army that should be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4 infantry brigades and 1 artillery brigades worth of troops recruited to it. And once they do, we're just going to parcel them out to units that need it. I think rather than putting a new army in the field at this point, it would seem to be a bit much. But yeah, when it allows us to recruit more, we're going to. But for the most part, I know it looks like 25,000, but almost every, whoa, the exception of Pennsylvania, which did not have this many, but it has 3,000 casualties, and I don't know how many of them have been replaced. And so I want to try to keep some in reserve to fill out, rebuild the units that have been damaged, because some of those have experience and are pretty competent. We just need to actually give them enough troops in the field so that they can do something. But those are other things we talk about in a different episode. But this one was battle heavy, which is never a bad time. I have no idea if any of that's actually real, what we're seeing right there. Harney over here looks like he's done his thing. All right, and then we have to deal with Longstreet over here. So I guess he bypassed Reynolds. I feel like this was going to be something at the end of the previous episode where Reynolds was going to have to deal with Longstreet. And now we're going to leave Harney where he is. My goodness. So maybe we'll give him... We'll have him build. We'll move Hovey, because he's running out of supply anyways. We'll move Hovey over here. And we'll move Reynolds over here. Yeah, it's actually not great to come in from two sides because you have to kind of coordinate it and have it happen together, but it's what we're going to go for. All right, but for real, this episode needs to end. Not because it's bad. It was good, but got to save something for another time. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I look forward to bringing you more in the near future.